August the 13th, 2024, and we are finally back in the hayfield. Second cutting this year. Sort of crazy that it is August, almost the middle of August, and I am just now getting in second cut. It is going to be a good cut. That is for certain. That's all the rain we've had over the past several weeks. Tropical storm that we had come through, and other showers. Had a shower this morning. I know at work we had a shower. I'm pretty sure it would have come through here as well at home. So we had a good little shower today. So God's been good to us, been giving us some good rain. So this stuff is thick. I mean, it is thick. It is tall, almost waist high in a lot of spots. I got a 3-day window to be able to get it done before it starts raining again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Lord willing. We're going to try to make some hay. I'm going to cut this in my field right behind my house. I'll try and get this field cut today and try to do the triangle field. Try to do both of those, and then it's Tuesday, so maybe tomorrow, if I got some time before church, I don't know that I will. But if I do, I can get out here, fluff it real quick, and then possibly rake it on Thursday. I got a meeting, so I won't be able to rake and bale on Thursday, but I could rake on Thursday and bale on Friday. So again, Lord willing, don't have no issues. So it's good to be back out in the hayfield. Pretty much, other than the TF85 fields beside me, and it's the last field I did, the first cut, and I could about cut it pretty much. I rode all the way around my property, the hayfields and all a while ago, and that one is at the point where it almost would be cut as well. So I know I've got my other two fields other than this one in the triangle hayfield. Both of those other two are ready as well. So you gotta have the time and the availability. So I said I didn't decide till actually late coming home from work. Sort of decided, hey, I'm gonna go home and maybe do some hay. And then sort of watching the weather and all. Well, maybe today will be a good day for it since we got a couple of clear days coming up. So had the hay mowers been hooked up for a couple of weeks. I eventually used the hay mower to cut grass, just regular yard grass, keep me from having to make two passes with the lawnmower. I hate, when I'm cutting grass, I hate to leave, especially this over hay grass, I hate leaving the sprigs. That stuff jumps back up as quick as it is anyway, and I hate leaving sprigs of that old hay. So I've actually been taking the mower, I put it on there just so whenever I did get ready, I had the opportunity to cut hay, I could cut. So but anyway, I have been using this to cut some grass. I actually cut some grass with yesterday around there. Got a big, what they call a hut. I actually needed the grass cut around it. I actually used what I cut the grass with around it yesterday. So worked pretty good. So cuts it all pretty even, pretty clean, and pretty quick. So they always say work smarter, not harder. So like I said, I hate leaving grass behind when I'm cutting the lawns or whatever else. I guess that's a little OCD about me, which I am somewhat OCD anyway. Like I said, I am happy to be in the hayfield. This field should do very well, which all the fields should do very well. And all the rain we've gotten and everything, it should turn out pretty dadgum good. So. Turn the tension up on the mower a couple of rounds with this mahalia. Sometimes they don't want to cut, so turn the tension up on the belts before I started cutting. Hopefully I wouldn't have no issues, and it's done pretty good, so hopefully it'll keep going pretty well. Well, I'm gonna get out here and come see that tree. Maybe tomorrow, if I don't fluff tomorrow, maybe before I go to church, I can come out here and at least trim them tree limbs and trim that thing, especially when I'm raking with the 1135 and knock my head off. Yes, it all depends on the rain, really and truthfully. We never know how much rain we're going to get in September, last August into September. You also don't know how much hot weather you're going to get or haymaking weather you're going to have. So I have cut hay up into November before. I cut a little patch of that when I demoed that case tractor. I cut a little patch of that TF85, and that was, like I said, right around election days when I did that several years ago. So possibly could get a third cutting off of it. That wait and see, play it by ear, see what happens. But anyway, I'm not going to film a whole lot. I may throw y'all the mower at some point. I don't know if I don't even have my tripod. Or I may have my tripod. This hag broke. I really got to get me a new tripod. And may put you on a fence post or something. A little bit, like I said. Probably ain't gonna film a whole lot, do a lot of video under anything, because it is about 20 after 5, so it takes me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to cut this field. So I'm gonna start doing videos and shots and all that kind of stuff. It cuts down on your time, but I may, like I said, I may throw you on a fence post or something here in a little bit. You're gonna watch me do a little cut. But anyway, come back next, maybe fluffing, or I may be raking or baling. So we'll just have to see what turns up next. So stay tuned. yesterday, and as you can see, I am fluffing it out now. It is Wednesday, August the 14th. Had some issues yesterday. I don't know if you could tell, but sort of the edge of the field is not cleaned up. There's a portion left there that is uncut. That is because I didn't finish cutting the field. It wasn't, I think it was around when I stopped the video yesterday. I think I might have went, finished a round, and started another one. And the mower sort of just died. It's like it didn't want to cut the grass that I was in. So stopped, backed up, put it back down. You know, it's done that before. Gotten in some thick stuff, wanted to cut it. So that was fine. I backed up, started again. Still didn't want to cut. Started again, backed up, started again. And the more I went, or every time I tried to start, it sounded like the mower was getting tighter and tighter. The noise coming from the motor or the mower just got louder and louder, and it was like it was just the belts were like tightening up on it or something. It was sort of crazy. And when I cut the PTO off, the blades would just automatically stop. And a lot of times when you cut the blades off, they'll run a little bit, slow down, that type of deal. They wouldn't yesterday. It was just, they would just stop immediately. It was just locking up. And then I tried to cut the PTO on one or two times, trying to cut the PTO on, and the blades wouldn't even move, like it was locked up. So I quit, I stopped, I checked went back to my shop, checked the hydraulic fluid, had hydraulic fluid in it, checked it, loosened up the blades because I had tightened the blades up, so I loosened the blades up some on the mower. So, come back out, started back to cut. Seemed like all was well. Seemed to be doing fine. Started out first gear, seemed to be cutting well. Went to second gear, got to go. Did it again. Right hump. I loosened the belts up again. Come back, left it in first gear, it cut a little bit, you'd hit a patch of grass and it would die. This time, it was like, when it do a cut off now, it just keep going. It just, just spin full force, even when you have the mower cut off. And it just kept doing that and kept doing it. I just finally got tired of it. I said, the heck with it, this thing is shot. The mower, as I've said before, the mower is probably every bit of, I know, 25 years old. It may be 30 years old. I don't know exactly when my uncle purchased the mower. He never really, I don't know that he ever used it. My neighbor used it some, and then I've used it all the rest of the time. And like I said, it's got to be at least 25 years old, and it may be 30 years old. I've been out of college 25 years, and 24 years I've been teaching, and he had it, I know, before I went to college. I'm pretty sure he had the mower before I went to college. So, I'm almost certain that thing's got to be 30 years old, so, or close, at least close to it. So. But he gave up. It's, I don't know what's wrong with it. Have no clue where to even start because it's loose. I mean, it's just, it turns. Just and you'll get going, it'll go, and then all of a sudden it just quit cutting. So I have no clue what is going on with it at all. No clue. Like I said, I don't even know where to even start to try to repair it. I guess just take it all the way down and go from there pretty much, I guess. I'm lost. I'm at a loss. So, got lucky in that I'd already actually rode down towards my neighbor's. He wasn't cutting hay, but after I'd rode down sort of towards his house, he actually got in the field right after, or soon when I started cutting. And so I rode down there and he was actually cutting his hay. So I was able to get stopped. I asked him if he would come down, finish mowing this for me. So he came down, and I think after lunch today, he came down, finished up the field for me. So he didn't go around the edge, which is fine. I think if I can get done, of course this is Wednesday, I got church tonight. If I can get finished tending in time, then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna hook that mower back up, see if it'll work enough to where I can do that edge if you want, and that hay will just stay till the next time, and we'll go from there. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've already decided there's a place. Started looking last night. Of course, I've been looking bush hogs before, but looking at disc mowers before as well. So got a good mind what I'd like to have. So I started looking last night, looking on some different places about mowers. And there's actually a place that up in North Carolina that I've been to several times, me and my wife, just riding. We can get out on Saturday and just ride. And I've rode to it a couple of times. Have used new and used equipment. They've actually got a Vermeer mower, used Vermeer trailed mower, TM800. And then they've got a Kloss and a Kuhn 3-point hitch mower. So we're going to take a ride, I think, Saturday. Go out there and see what kind of maybe deal I can get on them. They're all 3 used mowers. So see what I can turn up. If I know I get one there, and then I'll keep doing some searching. See what I can find. I think it's probably time for a new disc mower. The old girl's pretty much happy. It's been a good mower. I can't complain about that disc mower at all. It has really done a good job over the years that I've been using it. To be as old as it is, really I've never done anything to it. I put one belt on it before. Never replaced the canopy. Of course, changing the blades, you have to do that irregardless. But other than that, I've never changed any of the shells or turtles, as we call them. I've never changed any of those. Never done anything to the hitch, the PTO, other than just regular maintenance. So, thank the good Lord above, it has been a good mower. And really and truthfully, if nothing works out, I would go to Ag Supply and buy another one of those mowers, because of that one having been so good and us having such good luck out of it. Anyway, gonna be some pretty good hay here. It's fluffing out nice. It's gonna be some pretty good hay. It's gonna turn up pretty well, I believe. So, yeah, a lot of people cutting hay because of this stretching. Good weather. The neighbor's got a Kuhn. I think his is I don't know the model number on. I think it's a 7-disc mower, I believe. good job. So it was using crew mower, and they got a John Deere, I don't know the model number on an older model John Deere cab tractor. It's 2 sons. And he started using it. I thought it was his son, one of his sons cutting hay, and then when he grew up, it was him cutting. I had never seen him drive that cab tractor, so didn't see him on the old cab tractor. Anyway, I'm gonna keep fluffing away. Like I said, I just wanted to show y'all some fluffing and tell you about the troubles I had yesterday with the mowers. Sure, that'll be a video here soon. I'll bring y'all along because I'll possibly go pick up a new mower or whatever I end up deciding to do. Bring y'all along with it. So, if you got any suggestions on what kind of mower to buy, watch this video. Have any suggestions, please put them in the comments. I've been to plenty of shows, looked at them at the farm shows and all that. Of course, been to the dealerships. Have to go and look. It does help when you go to somewhere like the Southern Farm Show and you get to see mowers and stuff in action. Be able to see what's doing the best job of mowing and that type of thing. That's the good thing about those farm shows, being able to do that. And then these dealerships that go out and have their heydays and those types of things where you can actually get on the tractor and run the piece of equipment, be able to see it in use and all that. So that is a good thing, and a good thing that the dealerships do it. Our dealerships around where I live don't do it much or ever. I know one up in North Carolina that's about an hour away. They typically have a heyday, but haven't ever been able to go to it. So. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to keep on fluffing this hay, try to get it done before I gotta stop. Gotta eat at church every second Wednesday of the month, so that's tonight. So I'm gonna go in and cook a dish to take to church and share with the fellowship of the folks that'll come tonight to church. Have a little potluck, so it's always a good thing. I always enjoy them. Be able to taste the food of the folks in the church. Of course, you always have, especially in your older churches, you got some really good cooks in Southern Baptist churches. So always look forward to it. But anyway, thank y'all for watching this video. Next video will probably be doing some raking and baling of this hay, and then hopefully come with the next one. You might be using a new to us hay mower. Cut more of this hay next window we get. So, God bless each and every one of you. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one.